Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming back. My name's Catherine and this is So Much Sewing. On this channel we talk about sewing a brand new wardrobe from scratch. The reason I'm sewing a brand new wardrobe from scratch is because I have had significant weight loss in the last year or so, and consequently absolutely nothing in my wardrobe fits me. So what I'm doing is working through making pieces that go with the things that I do still have in my wardrobe, things that I've made very, very recently, or some other things such as this dress which I'm wearing now, which I will probably show you, is from my bigger days, but I need to alter it so that it fits me a bit better. Please excuse me, I'm still feeling pretty sick. I filmed my last video on Sunday last week and it's Sunday again today, and I probably feel just as bad as I did on Sunday last week, but that's an improvement because during the week I just felt crappier and crappier. So I'm now back to, well, it's an improvement. So it's not COVID, it's just a flu. I've got all my COVID jabs. I've got a flu jab this year, so where I got this from, I'm not sure. Anyway, what I'm here to talk to you about today is my Helen's Closet moss jacket. I'm so happy to have it finished and I absolutely love it. If you did happen to see my last video, in it you will see that I had made a mistake when I was cutting out the jacket. This is the jacket here. I've made the shorter version here, and the shawl collar here. The pattern pieces, there are pattern pieces for the interfacing and a separate pattern piece for the collar. And so when I cut out the collar, for some reason I only cut out one collar when it quite clearly says on the pattern piece to cut two. And not only that, but I cut it too short. I don't know why, but I cut it, you know, about that much too short. Anyway, I cut a couple of scraps of fabric because I didn't have a lot of fabric left. I cut a couple of scraps and sort of sewed them on the end to extend the collar to the size it should be. And yeah, then put it all together, put the interfacing together and sewed it up. And so I was a bit worried about how that might look. Obviously, the second collar piece that I cut out, because I only cut out one when I should have cut out two, I had to cut it in two pieces because I had so little fabric left. So I had to cut one piece on the cross grain. So I've sewed those together. So there are 3 seams on my collar piece, but I'll show you. I'm okay with it. There's one that's, you know, reasonably visible, but I don't think it detracts. I think it's absolutely fine, and I'm not going to bother about it at all. And I'm going to wear this jacket because I absolutely love it. It's made out of this beautiful sort of a steely blue grey heavy linen, which is absolutely gorgeous. I probably got it from the fabric store here in New Zealand. It's where I get an awful lot of my fabric from. And it's interesting that I see Tomcat Stitchery, Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery gets a lot of her linen, especially from the fabric store in New Zealand. So that always gives me a bit of a kick when I hear her talking about that. But I will insert some video footage of me wearing this jacket, just doing a bit of a pose in my kitchen for you. I still haven't figured out how to put it picture in picture yet, but I'm sure that's very close. But I'll just cut away and insert a video clip of me doing that. So if you just bear with me, I will do that. So hopefully that little video clip gave you a good image of how this jacket looks, and hopefully you'll agree that it looks pretty good. I'll show you the detail on the collar now, which isn't so great. Here's where I had to add 2 little pieces on. I thought if I put it, you know, around the collar, it could look like a design feature. So that's what I'm going with. It's a design feature. And then the other one just sits a little bit further down here. But you just can't tell. I'm going to put it back on again. You just can't tell when I'm wearing it. I mean, and even if you can see it, so what? It's, again, it's a design feature. So can you just see it? Where is it? I can't even find it now. on this side. So just there. Who's going to notice that? I don't think anyone's going to notice that. And if they notice that and they think it's rubbish, well, to them. I think it's great. I love it. And so in the video, you'll see that I paired this with a ready-to-wear dress. It's a dress from when I was larger. I do need to actually alter it. I need to pull this up here. Sorry, you can hear my dogs in the background. The neighbours has the audacity to get out and get in their car or something. They're not happy about it. So yeah, I need to lift the shoulders and possibly take it in a little bit. Possibly take it in. But anyway, and take it up because it used to be very, very tight fitting on me. And so that, you know, sucked up a lot of fabric, and now that it's just sort of loose on me, it's hanging quite low. So I'll take that up as well. And so they're quite easy alterations for us sewists to make, so that's no drama at all. So getting back to the Helen's Closet moss jacket, I just thought I would run through a couple of things. Actually, funnily enough, I saw Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles has done an in-depth video on this jacket. She does amazing in-depth videos all about constructing, and she's made 3 versions which all look fantastic. So it was quite funny timing, and good to see her do this moss jacket as well. And so I haven't interfaced the pocket here, which I believe she has done and sort of recommended. I just want a nice floppy kind of pocket. It's all loose and drapey and floppy. She also put her interfaced side of the collar, because you only interface half. It's a big wide collar and you fold it and interface half. I know she has put her interfaced side facing out, so she gets a nice crisp clean line, which looks definitely nice and is definitely a look, but I wanted something a bit more soft and drapey. The interfacing is actually quite stiff on this. I'm hoping it will loosen up a bit, but that's, you know, turned out well then that I did put the uninterfaced side out to give it a bit more of an unstructured, loose kind of feel to it. One thing they talked about in the instructions was pressing your hem as the first step, pressing 6 millimeters up, and then I've got a dog coming to see me, and then pressing the remainder of the hem up, so it's just over 5 centimeters altogether. And so the pattern has you do that before you construct the garment. Genius. It is so good at the end, once you've sewn everything up, to have all those, I think Karina called the memory creases, to have all those creases there already, so you could just throw it together, you know, pin it up and sew it, and away you go. It really, really made life a whole bunch easier. So I was really happy with that. And so I suppose that's about it, really. I made a size 18, a straight size 18, and that fits me very, very well, I feel. I'll definitely make this jacket again in something probably much lighter for summer. I think this is a good spring weight, which I'll be able to put on with, you know, if it's a bit cooler, I'll be able to put my merino toaster sweater underneath. When it's warmer, I'll be able to wear this dress or you know, whatever else I have in my closet. But it is quite heavyweight, so I probably won't be able to wear it right through the summer. So there will be another one in my future. I will be doing, as I say, the alterations on this dress that I'm wearing, and another dress similar to this that I will be altering. And I've got a couple of pairs of jeans. I'm really short. I'm 163 centimeters, which is about 5'3"-ish. And I bought some jeans recently that on the model came up to above her ankle, like well above her ankle. And I was thinking, oh, they're quite short. They're probably going to be quite short on me as well. But they're literally floor length. In fact, more than floor length, they bubble up a bit on the floor on me. So I'm going to use a trick that I have seen other people use on YouTube, where you cut the hem of the jeans off with, you know, like a good, like the hem will be here. I'll use my dress as an example. So there's the hem, cut the hem off, you know, here, and then cut off however much you need on your jeans, and then just sew the hem back onto the jeans as close as you can get to the original hemline. And that way you keep the integrity of the jeans, because when you hem jeans, they never, doesn't matter what color thread you use, well, in my experience, it never looks the way it did initially. It always looks like someone's taken the jeans up. So I'll do that. I've got a couple of pairs of jeans I'll do that on, a couple of dresses, knit dresses like this that I will alter. And so I might just do a little video on that if anyone's interested, just to see the before and the after. I've got so many things to make that I can't squeeze everything in, and so if I can just do a few quick alterations to help tide me over, and so then I can make a few sort of, I imagine, some nice loose drapey tops to go over the top of these dresses, for example, then that's great if I can save myself a bit of time. And of course, we're all interested in recycling, you know, and upcycling and reusing things these days. So yeah, so that's about me for now. A much shorter video this time. Again, thank you very much for watching me. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please give me a thumbs up so that YouTube throws me out to the big wide world so more people get to see. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.